What's up, guys? I'm back with another YouTube video. If you don't know, my name is Tony Negus. I had some videos on this channel before, but I deleted those because they're kind of cringy. So I'm back with, more flow, steady videos. Nothing cringy, nothing out of the ordinary. Just very cool, chill, aesthetic videos that I feel like you guys will like. So as you can tell from this video is called Top 5 Favorite Albums of My Lifetime, in my eyes, my opinion. I challenge you guys to make your own list. If you do not agree, please comment under there. And I will, sure love to hear y'all top 5 because I just feel like my genre is pretty solely upon R&B. There's nothing like, too crazy. I don't really like pop stuff like that. So I guess we can get back into it like right now. So my first we have to talk about what makes a great album. To me, I feel like what makes a great album is just how well the album flows. It has to be a flowing album. Like, nobody wants to listen to an album that's all over the place. Nobody wants to do that. And I feel like our generation, we don't really listen to albums. Like, albums are starting to become something of the past. And I feel like it shouldn't be. Like, albums are really good. Like, it's an artist's vision of how they do, how they envision their music. And I feel like that's dope, so you should always look for artists' albums and shit like that. Another thing that determines a good album would have to be its message. If the overall message of an album, if an album doesn't have a good message, there's literally no point. I hate boundless basic albums. So that's basically it. I'm not gonna go into what type of music because there's all genres of music, and people like different shit. I like different shit. So let's just get into it. My first album that I like would have to be on my top 5 albums of all time. Top 1, it would have to be Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." This album for me was just more than what I expected from him. I liked Kendrick before, but this album stapled him in my mind. I couldn't think of a word for a second, but it stapled him in my mind. It was just dope. It was a dope album, great message. It flowed. The top 2 songs that stand out on that album for me would have to be Complexion, with a great message talking about black unity. Not even just black unity, just finding the beautifulness in yourself no matter what complexion you are. Another track that stood out on the album that you probably heard about is Alright. That song is just so good. It was perfect for the time being. I think he released that album back in 2016 or maybe 2015, where all those shootings were happening with the black people and stuff like that. It was just perfect. It was perfect, and I know he took his time on that album, so it was just, he dropped it at the perfect time. And it was a lot of keys he gave to me that I felt like I needed at that time in life. So yeah, To Pimp a Butterfly, yes, top 5. Top 2nd album of all time for me would have to be Frank Ocean's Blonde. It was dropped, I think, the year after his, and I don't know. I feel like that album for me was different. I remember my first time hearing it. I was at my grandma's house, and my cousin, she's a fan of Frank Ocean too. Well, she was, I guess. She's a fan of Frank Ocean too, and we were just waiting for it because he kept trolling us. And then it dropped, and I was just like, what is this? This isn't what I was looking for. And then, after I really sat down and listened to it, it started becoming a really good album. And that album flowed. That album fucking flowed. It was crazy flowing. Some songs that stood out on that album to me would be Skyline 2. That shit is beautiful as fuck. it makes you think about, you know, your life. You know, not saying that people like to do that, but if you love to do that and listen to that song, sometimes I just like to reflect. So Skyline 2 is definitely a song where you just like to reflect on your shit, you know. Another song would have to be Nights. That 5 times, I'm like, songs of all time, I just love to ride to the night on that song. Like, Nights is just my shit. Like, going into the next album, my top third favorite type album would have to be Scumfuck Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator. He dropped that album this year, so I know y'all probably like, how is that your it just is, like, that's my shit. Like, I bump that shit daily. Like, I don't think I can, like, I haven't got tired of it, like, since it came out. I've been listening to it this whole time. Some songs that stand out on that track would have to be Garden Shed. See, he didn't want to talk about it, but he was going, I don't know. I don't know if y'all all stands of, you know, Tyler the Creator, but he was going through something, and it was clear. But he just, when he did that little interview about his song, he tried to sweep it under the rug, and I didn't really fuck with that like that. I was like, dang, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, how are you just gonna sweep, you trying to come out under the rug? Like, I don't understand. Like, a lot of people could have grown from that, you know? Another song that stood out to me would have to be Boredom. It's an anthem. That song is an anthem. Boredom is a fucking anthem. Like, literally, who isn't bored? Like, who right now in this point, well, my age, people, I feel like who isn't bored, like, most of the time? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, well, not just my age, but I'm talking about, like, people in general. Like, that song is an anthem for boredom, and I'm bored, like, 100% of the time. Like, of me being here, I'm bored. Another song that, no, that's it for Scumfuck Flower Boy. Another album that stood out to me would have to be Rex Orange County. He's also somebody I've been listening to for a long time, and I didn't think I knew anybody that knew him, but my friend Simona, she knew who he was, so we kind of bump him every so slightly, you know, every once in a while, because our friends, they don't really, I don't know if they probably fuck with him, but they're not on the level of fucking with him like I am. Like, I will stand that nigga. Like, I'm shouting him out right now. If you haven't listened to him, Rex Orange County, he's about to go somewhere. Believe it. Some songs that stood out on that track, on that album, would have to be Untitled. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. If you haven't cried to something in a long time, listen to that shit. Like, you will fucking be in tears. It makes you reflect on your whole life and your relationships. Another track would have to be Apricot. What is that song? I can't remember the song, but it's Apricot something. But that's my shit, like, too. It's very jazzy. Takes you somewhere that you never probably been. So I suggest y'all listen to that. Another, okay, last one. This is my top 5, you know, it's the last one, like, you know what I mean? So it's not the best, but it's something I gotta put on. Kanye West, Graduation. That is one of my top 5, not top 5, but just another one on the list that is just very dope. You know, it's like part of culture to me. And some songs that stood out on there to me would have to be Flashing Lights, fucking bop. Like, come on now. That's a whole bop. That song's a whole fucking bop. Like, if you never listen to Flashing Lights, who are you? Like, where have you been? Like, another song would have to be And I Wonder. That is very inspirational. That song is very inspirational to me. Like, I feel like it takes me. Where does it take me? I don't know. It just, if you're a dreamer, you would love that song. Like, you would literally fall in love with that song. I'm a dreamer, so I love that. Fuck it. I love this song. some honorable mentions, I guess I can say, and I'll put the pictures and the links to the album below. If you have Apple Music, you can just click the link and it'll take you straight there. Some honorable mentions, I'll say Chance the Rapper, Acid Rap. That was my shit. Not gonna get into that, but that was my shit. I don't know, I can't really think of any more. If y'all have any more suggestions, please leave them down below. Like, I feel like my list is very basic. It's not too basic, but it's like, it's not the best list, I would say. But I want to hear what y'all gotta say. You know, leave the comments down below. If you have some artists that you want to put on shine, even if they are, you know, underground, you know, just put them beneath, you know, under the comments. You know, subscribe as always, like, do all that. Please support somebody, okay? I'm looking forward to starting this YouTube thing with y'all. This is gonna be how the flow of the videos go so far, with the chill ass music in the background. If y'all feeling that, just subscribe to my channel, share it with y'all friends, and yeah, we'll do that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.